Hi guys, it's Andy and welcome to part 2 of the mini shunting TMD layout build. In this short video I will be mainly preparing and repainting the back scene and scratch building a road bridge for the scenic break. Thanks for joining me and here we go. The preparation of the back scene involved a bit of polyfiller and decorator's caulk to fill in various screw holes and gaps. Not a massive job, but an important one to get the boards prepared for painting. "24 hours later and I set about sanding down the polyfiller and the boards are now ready for a coat of white emulsion. I mixed up an aqua blue and some white acrylic paint in a bucket for the blue sky and applied this in diagonal brush strokes across the back scene. If the blue got too intense, I toned it down again with emulsion. I aimed to start light at the bottom, getting darker towards the top of the boards. With the paint nearly dry, I added a few extra clouds and blended in with some grey acrylic to see how it would come out. At the scenic break, I plan to have a bridge to hide the locos disappearing into the fiddle yard. I firstly cut 5 pieces of scrap timber down for the supports, and an offcut of 6mm MDF was used for the bridge bed. This was glued and screwed into a basic structure. With the bridge openings measured, the tunnel walls and fascias were cut from 3mm grey board. These were test fit in place to ensure everything lined up. For the wrap, I am using the Scale Scenes brick paper from the retaining wall kit. Each panel was covered with this brown brick paper and gaps were cut for the bridge girders. Once the glue was dry, it was time to glue the side tunnel walls and fascias into place. The abutments were measured, cut from card and wrapped with the same dark brown brick paper. These will nicely cover the gaps between the tunnel walls and fascia pieces. I needed some extra bridge girders for this build, so the 3D printer was fired up and a new batch printed out. After curing, each of the bridge girders was given a coat of matte primer. With the girders in place, I could progress with the road across the bridge. Again, using Scalescene's texture papers, I made up a road surface, pavements and the rear walls. I finished this off with a set of double yellow lines made with a Posca pen. Next up was paint for the girders. I went with a matte Humbrol 101 green. Once the paint was dry, however, I did find the green a bit garish, so for the second coat I added a touch of matte black to darken the shade. With the parapet walls now in place, I added capping stones, some extra stone detail and the plinth pieces to finish the structure. The road was given centre lines with an extra fine Posca pen. Back up in the loft, and here is the finished bridge in place. Many thanks for watching. Please leave me a thumbs up if you have enjoyed this update. If you want to join me for part 3, while I start planning signals, trackside furniture, a crossing, and I make a start on the TMD hard standing. Bye for now.